on top, this ain't even my peak. And everything they said was out of my reach. It's getting so close now, did it all for the hometown. It's time all year, we ain't skipped the boat.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Series 31 Jey Uso. Here we have Jey in the packaging. As you can see, it includes his shirt and necklace. He is wearing his necklace at the moment. And there's his shirt. On the side of the package we have a nice picture of Jey. And on the side it's the exact same image, just scaled down. Same with this side. On the back it says, along with twin brother Jimmy, Jey Uso's ring lineage includes his father, Rikishi, his cousin, The Rock. I don't know why they didn't just... I don't know. Since their arrival in WWE in 2010, they were proven relentless in their quest for championship, wearing war paint on their face and performed the Samoan war dance, the Siva TOO? Siva TOO? I hope that's right. They strike fear into their opponents. The brothers challenged Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose of The Shield for the Tag Team Champions at Money in the Bank 2013. They were defeated after another successful attempt to beat The Shield at Hell in a Cell 2013, the Usos redirected their efforts and finally realized their dream on March 3rd, 2014, defeating the New Age Outlaws on Raw, seizing the WWE Tag Team Championship that they'd been chasing for so long. Other figures in this wave include his brother Jimmy Uso, Kane, Dean Ambrose, The Rock, and Vader. Really happy I have Jimmy, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him open up, and we'll go on to the rest of his review, so sit tight everyone. And so here we have Jey Uso posing out of the packaging. Now before we get on to him, he did come with this necklace. Let's scoot him back for a moment so we can zoom in on the necklace. If you saw my Jimmy review for his brother, of course, you'll know that this is a real nice accessory. It's just a pain to get on and off of him because you have to like slide it behind his hair, stretch it out a little, move it over his head and weave it in and out of his hair, and it's just a mess. So I like that they threw it in there. I'm probably just going to leave it on them after this review, but I said it's a nice accessory. I just wish the camera would focus on it and not Jey. Almost ruined his review there, but yeah, it's a nice accessory. I'm just not a fan of it going over the shirt. And speaking of shirts, let's actually go on to Jey. His other accessory is the Uso shirt, and like I said, if you've seen my Jimmy review, which probably went up at the same time as his review, so you kind of have to like force it off of their head and then like slide it down their hair. It's much easier getting off than it is putting on, that's all I'm going to say. But it's the exact same shirt that Jimmy came with. It's the Uso shirt. When we say Us, you say O. Us-O, Us-O. And yeah, I like it. This was a really nice shirt. I do like the way the colors make out the outline as well as the black of the shirt makes the rest of it. I enjoy shirts like that, and I wish I had more. But yeah, that's his accessories for you. So here we have Jey out of the packaging without any of his accessories, and let's move the camera back a little more. There we go. Now he is sporting the little chubbier body, which is about accurate with the Usos. I just wish it was just a tiny bit thicker. Like, honestly, this figure is being really generous because the Usos are not tiny guys. They are like 200-pound, 250-pound Samoans, and I can honestly say they move a lot faster than most guys their size. They did play football after all. But anyway, let's go on to some of his details. Let's get him standing up straight, and then we can zoom in on that face, which it's a pretty good likeness of Jey. I almost said Jimmy again. Oh my goodness, I'm going to end up ruining these reviews. But anyway, he does have a paint blemish right here as well as some smudging. Not sure if you can pick that up. No, you can't see it on camera, but it is smudged a little, and you can kind of make it out on camera. But like I said, the face does look like Jay, I just wish that it was a more serious face. In fact, I wish both the Usos had a more serious face. I mean, Jimmy has his tongue sticking out. He has this really big grin on his face. He is rocking that undercut, which I actually enjoy undercuts, and I actually have an undercut with long hair. Alright, let's see if the camera can't focus. He does have his tattoo right here. I don't know what that says. Jaciyah. I don't know what that means. But he has a really nice intricate tattoo on this side. You can see what looks to be a cross, and let's line that up. As well as some Samoan designs. He is sporting black wrist tape on both arms. And then on this side, once again, we have a really intricate Samoan tattoo. And again, this was before they got the tattoos on their chest. It says Day 1 on his trunks. And then on his tights, or not really tights, but shorts, we have him and his brother spray painting Uso. Once again, the Siva Tau, molded in pink plastic with the paint and black paint, or green and black painted on, excuse me. As well as some floral designs on the lower part. His knee pads are sculpted. And again, having the exact same boots as his brother, except he has like that white smudge there, which I can easily take that off. It's no big deal. But that's Jay for you, and let's actually zoom the camera back out so we can go on to his articulation. Okay. He sports a ball jointed head. He can look up and down. Actually, his up and down is better than Jimmy, so I'm guessing it has to do with the hair. I'll take a look at that in a little bit. But yeah, he has an up and down movement, side to side, and his head actually bobbles better. So maybe I'll have to take a look at that after I finish his review. But his head seems to have better range of movement for his brother. But arms on a ball joint go out, do a full 360. He spins at the bicep. Same for both arms, and this one's going to be a little stiff. Single jointed in the elbow, spins and bends at the wrist. He has an ab crunch, which kind of gets stuck like Jimmy, so maybe it's a defect in the mold. I'll have to check other figures with that body. But he has a waist swivel. Legs go forward, back, and out, so he can perform those super kicks. Spins at the thigh. He is double jointed in the knee, but as with Jimmy, you can only really get like about 90 degrees, maybe 50. No, not 50, but you get 90 degrees. And that seems to be the most he can bend his knees, so I can see how that's going to be a problem posing him. But he does have boot swivel, and it's always the left ankle that's the stiffest. And again, nice range of movement with that hinge on the ankle, as well as having some side-to-side pivot motion. Same for both legs. So that's Jay for you, and what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get both of them posed up, and move on to my final thoughts. Then we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight, everyone. And here we have Jay Uso posed for my final thoughts. And as you can see, I have him in the Siva TOO war dance, or somewhat of it. I mean, you can get him to do it. I mean, you just can't do the... I guess you can if you're playing with it. You can do the war dance. But yeah, he can actually do the war dance as well as super kicks and whatever you need him to do. I like the basic figures, which is why I prefer the elite figures. My only gripe with this figure, besides the necklace, is this shirt. If they had gone with the full soft goods shirt, this wouldn't be a problem. But they went with this really hard, the rubbery shirt, which limits articulation, and you can't really get him in the Siva TOO at all. But overall, that's probably my only gripe in this necklace. It should have been made of like a softer rubbery material instead of a soft plastic. Is he worth the pickup? Yes, but at the same time, you also need to pick up Jimmy Uso so you can have the Usos together. Now, I picked both of the Usos up, Jimmy and Jay, at Target. At the time I'm filming this, Elite 31 is quite possibly non-existent at retail, so the only way you're going to get him is to go online and pick him up. Jimmy and Jay go for about $50 together, which, you know, with shipping, that's going to probably, it comes out to about $50 is what I'm trying to say. If you can pick these guys up and you don't have them yet, I highly recommend you do. They are essential for any modern day WWE collection. And this is King of Dragons 5000 saying, I will see you later. Take care, YouTube.